What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, as well as a very silly Luca. What is your plan here, Luca? Are you jumping up? Is that what's happening? But yes, we're returning for the Creatures 1983 album Feast. She's really undecided. But the next track is Dancing on Glass. I like the phrase. There's a very visual element to it, but also it seems like it could be a notable metaphor. Now, to be fair, dancing on a sheet of glass gives me a very different figurative meaning than dancing on shattered or broken glass. So I suppose the particular character of the figurative meaning would vary depending on the particular character of that glass. Now, given that this album has had a very in-world sonic, vocal, and atmospheric character to it, I suppose this could relate to a tribal dance or to a visual or conceptual motif that is specific to the time and place in which they were shooting, not making a movie, but recording this album. So in that regard, I wonder whether this is a broader type of phrase or a more narrow and pointed meaning. So I'll see what I can catch on a first listen. This is The Creatures. The track is Dancing on Glass, and it's from the 1983 album Feast.
With your mouth around the bottle, then you smash it on the heart. Reach out for another one, don't look back on the past. Treading through the window, then through the looking glass. The crystal splits shimmer, bathe the pavement in the dark. Laughing in the crimson rain, you're feeling no pain. The shards in the soul, so don't forget and again. Laughing in the crimson rain, you're feeling no pain. The shards in our soul, so don't forget and again. Oh, again and again, amidst the laughter and the crimson rain. Again and again, amidst the laughter and the crimson rain. With your mouth around the bottle, then you smash it on the heart. Forget tomorrow's mess, because right now is the best. I guess we're dancing on glass. Dancing on glass. Dancing on glass. Dancing on glass. Dancing on glass.
Wow. So that was very short. I feel like that's maybe 2.5 minutes. Not even that, about 2:15. So, okay, the overall feeling was very percussive and cycling, but aside from the clap, that clap rhythm was my favorite part of the track, and it feels like we're almost in a circle where, people come to dance in the middle and express themselves cathartically, and people take turns doing that, and it feels again like a drum circle surrounds this dynamic, though the drumming parts felt like they kept building towards something, but it never exploded into a new section with the new rhythm. It was almost like the whole piece felt transitional. It felt like there was a culmination that was always just a little bit out of reach. I enjoy Siouxsie's vocals. Again, they're a bit dark and lower toned, like they weren't, big and belting, but they were sort of, haunting a little bit. Maybe not as much as in some other songs, but definitely the Sonics had this transitional and yet cathartic kind of feel to them. Lyrically, I actually think this sounded far less like it's about the situation or environment in Hawaii in which they recorded this, because it feels like this is talking about drinking away your problems, drinking a bottle of alcohol, throwing it down on the ground as you grab another one and start drinking, and maybe after a while you start feeling good. You've got problems tomorrow, but forget about them. Just wipe them away because they're not right now. And right now you feel good. You have this euphoric blindness in terms of any issues or complications or problems you have. So it's sort of living in the moment, allowing oneself to be reckless, maybe even irresponsible, but not worrying about the consequences or all the things that are still waiting for you out in the world, because that's tomorrow, that's not right now. And I feel like there was even a line about a looking glass, which made me think that, okay, maybe there's different usages of the word glass, because looking glasses show you something that's far away, or at least show you something with more precision. But in general, that feels like it's not what's happening here. It feels about consumption. It feels about intoxication and a blurring of the mind, perception, any sense of time. I will say the glassy sounds in the sonic configuration really did give me a sense that there's broken, shattered, little particulate glass on the ground, which, again, obviously you can have shoes on, but dancing on that kind of glass feels more like you're going to hurt yourself. Maybe you don't feel it right away because you're numb and your body's warm off the experience of the alcohol. But again, that will have consequences. You will wake up tomorrow. I mean, ideally, I suppose you could drink yourself to death through alcohol poisoning, but it seems like it's about just trying to lose yourself in inebriation. And even if that may be, on a wider view, reckless or irresponsible, it feels like the right thing now, and you feel like you can just do whatever comes naturally, even if that is sort of dancing in a delirious state, because that's your escape. That's your way of not having to confront tomorrow or whatever the problems are today. So maybe I'm reading too much into that. Maybe some of the lines, again, like the looking glass line, if I heard that correctly, are moving in a different direction or paint a different picture. But given some of the sounds and given some of the lines I think I caught, at least in part, it sounds like it's, again, about embracing a moment of intoxicated delirium, come what may, and without regard to whatever waits the next day. So, yeah, a short and very dynamic and interesting piece. So, curious to hear what people have to say about this one. Let me know, and Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.